is that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. Now a first down carry for Harris. Trucks over him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucks are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Bray. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On play action, now Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Buccaneers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
You thought you had it.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st down, Steelers.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
2nd and 3. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble. Recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Trask. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off the play fake, Trask. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get that.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trash throw taken in by Miller.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Trask on first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Trask.
He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Trask. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Steelers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.